Meet Carl. Carl works for a fictional company called Biofuel Partners LLC. He is the night shift floor manager, and tonight is most unfortunate because the EMS 400 machine on Carl's floor stopped operating due to a filter failure, and he now has to try to fix the problem. Fortunately, the manufacturers of the EMS 400 use the AiM web application to support their customers and their assets. In the past, if equipment in the field required service, Carl had to go through painful procedures to acquire customer service from the equipment's manufacturer. But with the new AiM Asset Incident Management web application from TotalSoft, this process is simplified. In the event that a system requires service, in this case the EMS 400, Carl simply navigates to the equipment manufacturer's AiM web app page, logs in, locates the assets he manages from the asset list, selects to request service on the specific asset, and then enters information about the incident, the type of incident it is, the level of severity, a written description, and so on. If an incident is marked as high or critical, AiM will ask Carl to verify his phone number to ensure that he can be contacted that way if necessary. He will then enter a description of the incident and click Save. Along with an incident description, Carl can utilize the chat feature inside of AiM to add any other requests or write any other notes he thinks may help the resolvers understand the problem. Once he clicks Save, Carl will click OK to verify his phone number, as this particular incident's severity is ranked as high, and then will be presented with the distribution list. This is a list of the emails that will receive notification about the opening of this new incident. The list will already contain the emails of predetermined resolvers for that specific asset, but if Carl knows he would also like to notify someone who is not on the list, he can simply enter that person's email and click the Add Email button. This way, Carl knows he's contacting the right people every time. Once Carl is satisfied with the distribution list, he will then save the incident. The moment the incident is saved, it is now an open incident pending a resolution. After the incident is saved and the resolvers have been notified, Carl can import pictures and documents applicable to the incident. Carl feels that a picture of this incident will better help the resolvers understand the problem, so he is going to go to his newly opened incident, click the Attach button at the top of the page, and browse for his image. Once his image is uploaded, it is then stored under the Attachments tab inside of the incident for the resolvers to view. Meet James. James works for a fictional company called Carbon Synergy Incorporated. Carbon Synergy specializes in petrochemical compliance engineering and manufactures many different types of equipment, but one in particular is their emissions monitoring system known as the EMS 400. James happens to be a primary resolver for all of their EMS 400 installations worldwide, and he has just received an email notifying him of an incident opened through AiM by Carl Adams of Biofuel Partners LLC. Because AiM notifications are sent by email, it allows for the convenience of having notifications sent to your computer and your smartphone. This email contains all of the information pertaining to the incident, along with all of the asset information like the serial number and the asset's location, so James knows exactly which module is requiring service. James can then simply click the link provided in the email and navigate to the AiM web application page. James will then log in and go directly to the new incident Carl has just opened, so there's no need to search for it. From here, James can view all of the information that Carl has written about what's going on with his EMS 400, and can also view any files Carl may have attached, such as images and documents that pertain to the incident. Inside of the open incident, there is a section where James can propose a resolution and notify Carl with the click of a button. Or he can open up a chat log and respond to Carl that way. A chat log is a method of back and forth communication between James and Carl and possibly other resolvers if necessary. It appears that Carbon Synergy has updated information on how to change the new air filters in their EMS 400s, so James is going to give Carl that new information by uploading the air filter section of their new user manual right to the incident. All of the information entered about an incident and any uploaded documentation is saved within that particular incident and asset, so that asset will have a viewable incident history. Carl receives an email notification of James's proposed resolution, his chat entry, and the air filter documentation. He can then click the incident link in his email to view these updates and even respond to James in the chat log. James and Carl and other possible resolvers will continue to communicate with each other inside of the incident until the incident is resolved and closed. Because of the AiM web application, people like James have the ability to give their customers the highest level of customer support and manage all of their assets across the globe from one place. AiM is a fast and efficient customer service solution. To learn more about AiM, please visit totalsoft.com.